So it's been about 8 hours now, and the crystals have grown further. And because I put it in such a wide, shallow container, a lot of the water is actually evaporated. So there's not much left. There's a whole lot of waste alum that I'll just recycle, and I didn't get a lot of solution out. If I was doing this right, I would have put a lot more water in, so I would get less excess alum. Ideally, I would shoot to be just a little bit above this line, so a ratio of just a little bit more than 0.1 grams of alum per gram of water. So I would have had a lot more water, but I wanted to show you this rapid crystal growth. So didn't get much solution out of it, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off the solution, what little there is, and try and keep all the crystals in the pan. So that's what I'm going to recycle. So these are these crummy, rapidly growing crystals. I'll show you one close up here. If it'll focus. There. So you can see how cloudy that is, and you can see from the reflection the stepping of the faces. So terrible seed crystal. So I'll go ahead and recycle that. Now I'm going to take the solution, which ideally we'd have a lot more of, but that's okay. And I'm going to pour it through a coffee filter. I use mason jars because they'll hold the coffee filter really well. So pour that through the coffee filter. We'll get rid of all the particulates. Now I've already filtered some solution through here that I took out of from a container that already had a crystal growing in it. So I've already got some in there. But when you're done, that's what you get. So this is room temperature, saturated and filtered solution. And this is the good stuff, because this will grow any crystal that you put in it. You put a crystal in it and leave it open, so either just freely open the air with a coffee filter over it, and it will slowly evaporate. And as it evaporates, the water is evaporating away, but the alum is staying behind, so the ratio of alum to water will gradually rise, which means you'll go from being on this line, where you are now, to being slightly above this line. So just slightly supersaturated, just in this growth region, right above the line. And that is ideal for crystal growth, because you'll get slow crystal growth that'll give you nice clear crystals. So if you were to use a cloudy crystal like this as a seed crystal, you'd end up with something like this. So here's a crystal that I've been growing by evaporation for a while. So you can see the outer parts of the crystal are quite lovely and transparent, but in the middle of the crystal you can see that it's got this very cloudy core that's not very transparent, and that's because of that crummy seed crystal. So I would actually recommend, if you need a seed crystal to start your growing, that you actually take some of this solution and put it in a container to evaporate, and let it nucleate and form seed crystals by evaporation, and then you'll get something like this. So these are some seed crystals that I made by evaporation, and they are much better quality, much more transparent. And when you use one of those to grow a crystal, you'll get something like this. So after some weeks of growth, you get a crystal that's a little more transparent. I don't know, it's a little hard to see, but you can see clear through that crystal, and there's not a lot of cloudiness to it. So that is how it's done. So now I'm going to take this solution and I'm going to add it to the containers that I already have with crystals in them growing, just to replace the solution that's evaporated away. So that's that. Thanks for watching.